Okay, our first lesson will be on reports and the checks area. So what I want to do now first is I want to show you how to set up the checks. We're going to go into checks here. Here's our project. I'm going to zoom out, show everything. Zoom in now. And I want to show checks based on an alignment. So we went out and shot the face of some columns here. I'm just going to zoom in, and I would like to create a report off the face of these columns. As I zoom in, this is I'm sorry, I think it's 8 floors. Yes, it's 9 floors. Sorry, it's 9 floors, and the ninth column was offset, and I don't have that data in here for it. So we're going to do floors 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just going to zoom in to where I can see them. I'm going to go into my toolbox now, and we're going to do point to line. So I want to take this line, and I want to show the distance from that line to the point of the shot so I can show the error on each floor. First, we'll select our line, and when we're happy with that line, we hit the green check. Now we're going to select our points, and it's going to show the distance off that line: 3 thousandths, 6 thousandths, 18 thousandths, and our worst one is 24 thousandths, or about a quarter inch. Um, that's on the 8th floor. So after we've refined that information, we're happy with it. We could do more, or in this case, I'm just going to keep it zoomed in here, and I'm going to go to the toolbox and save for report. Now, in our report, we will show this image of the things we've selected, and we can save it as, let's see, I'll call it hit the green check one more time, and now it's been saved to our report. So we'll go home, and now we'll get into the reports process right here. Going to go into our reports, and here we have the report type. We did it in checks, so I want to do checks, the first one, select it, chevron over, and we have all these details we can associate with our PDF report showing checks. So I like to start at the top here, project details. This will be the same pretty much for any of these that we do, so remember that. Drop it down. And I like to just check off the ones that are important to me. Here we have project name, the description, job, first and last access. That's when you got on the instrument and did this, or what time and date that was, the timestamp. Distance units. I want to know what unit it's done in. I don't care about angle units, slope units, total station, scale factor. These items here would be good for people that are more knowledgeable, but I'm trying to keep this simplified. And when I'm happy with that, I pull that box up, go down to the next one, point information. We'll drop that down, and we have the name, we have the coordinates we could have associated with it, height, project height. We're not using elevations for this, we're just using horizontal data. So I've unchecked all that. Then we have control point. I want to know if it's control point. I want to know the code, and I want to know what type point it is and the total station setup. These are GPS related. We'll drop down radial, and you can see these items on radius, but we don't have any, so I'm not worried about it. Polygon block, again, not too worried about this one, but we have all these options. Reference line point, so this is as reference to the line, start and end of it. And then point to line, so this is the point we highlighted and checked versus the line. 2D values, I'm not worried about elevations again, so I don't have these others checked. And after you've got all those items refined to what you want to see specifically, we can hit the green check. And one more time, it's going to show us our report. Now, I do want to just go over what's over on the left side here real quick. We have the job, of course. Pick that, that's the one you'll pull your report from. File format, we have several options. The CSV and text option are used a lot by people because they can edit that text after the fact. Layout configuration, this is the number of data per block. I think block is 10 down. I'm not positive, but see, 8. I know that the columns are, yeah, the first column is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 blocks. We can make that up to 9. And this doesn't change based on that, just visual. Then the data per blocks, 15, I think is the max there. I max those out so we can see as much information. Otherwise, you have this column 1, and it continues down to the next column, and then it continues down the next column over and over. If you have so much information, it gets overwhelming. So we're happy with that, the green check. Last, we're going to have the company information block here. So we hit the chevron over for that, and you can see how we can put all the information about our company or the project and the person doing the reporting as well. So, I've got my email, phone number, initials who did it. And then at the bottom here, we have the company logos, which is pretty cool. So we have company logo. I'll go from my USB, which is keychain I call it. And we can pick any of these logos. These are the reduced size. You have to have a PNG format, reduced size of, I can't remember the max pixels, but this is what I've chosen here. When you're happy with it, you can check. And you can also do a footer as well. Same way. Green check when we're happy with that information we see. And now we're ready to look at the checks. Go into checks, highlight it if it's not, and hit the green check. And pick the file. It's generating the report. Now we have the report here. So our company and job information here, who did it. There's our logo we put up there. Calculation details. This is grid line 3.25 foot offset comparison, 5 through 7. That's levels 5. We did 5 through 8 actually, but calculation type point to line. So this is the line, and this is the point we calculate to it. And if we get down here, we'll get into more details of it. This is the visual, but this is the details that we selected that show up now. So here we got this 3.2 north 5 foot offset. It's this one, 0.028. Let's see, that's 0.028. Some of this information we see code, point types. There you go. Control point. No, it's not a control point. That's the line value, how long the line is. That's basically the details we selected, but you can see if we got more details, how it might get kind of convoluted here. But that's the general overview of reports and checks. It's the first lesson I'm doing on reports. Thank you.